I went to the screening of a super progressive movie. Now, before you lose your mind, hear me out. Now, this isn't a post about politics, and I will not tolerate nonsense from either side. I was simply curious about what a screening of a political film would be like, and especially because there was a Q&A afterwards. And let me tell you, even I was shocked. Going in, I knew that 2-meter tall, ass-length hair me would stick out like dog's balls. So I whacked on a soft and feminine face, thanks Vicky B, and then I sauntered my way into the event, and not even I could have imagined what happened next. All eyes and all talk were on 2 women that night. These hot bitches. And with that, the tirade began. I made absolutely no secret of who I am and that I'm the product of an immigrant family. Footage of Auntie Paulina shaking her towel thing at a Lebanese event, by the way. To my surprise, everyone, bar one person in a "there's only 2 genders" t-shirt, was super lovely. Many approached me because they were intrigued and wanted to say hello, and to share personal stories of their loved ones and their frustrations with queer injustice. You know who wasn't nice? The open-minded protesters who not only initiated violence before the screening, and when it wasn't reciprocated, they tried to torment it out of the moviegoers after the film. Even I tried to speak to them, and it was clear that all they wanted was aggression. Even the mingling after the event and the merch table had to be cancelled due to it becoming dangerous. Now, I heard from the horse's mouth that she was actually going to come out and mingle after the event, but was then quickly rushed off for her safety. Now, I really don't care what anyone thinks, but violence is absolutely never the answer. Inside the event, I did notice that there were a lot of gay people on her team. Sorry if I outed you, but I just was not expecting that. Then again, Auntie Paulina has always been a fag hag, and it was there where I met Auntie P. Now, I may have screamed "Auntie Paulina!" directly into her face, but I will say I'm the only person that I saw that she asked for their name, and to say that she was warm and embracing would be an absolute understatement. She even made a beeline for me after the film, ignoring a few people, gently grabbed me by the arm and asked me if I'd enjoyed it. Before the film began, we heard from one of the creators of Stepmates that multiple attempts had been made to hack their servers during not only the developmental process, but to stop the film from being screened. I'd actually spoken to him outside the cinema beforehand without realizing. He was super nice. And after the film, thanked him for wearing the same hair as me. And now to the film itself. Despite the claims of alleged packed cinemas, it was a full house. There I am right up the back. Thanks, Dino, for the footage! Surprisingly, it didn't read entirely as political propaganda, and more so a satirical take on society today, which, if you're willing to have a laugh at yourself, is a pretty lighthearted watch. I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but the overriding theme was equality for all. Even I was surprised at just how many people it encompassed. Yes, it's political satire, the key word being satire. And everyone, even the conservatives, are mocked at some point. But come the end of the film, the message is about unity. If you think about it, it really was trying to appeal to a mass audience, which means it was inclusive of all. It's all well and good to have an opinion about it, but I say this to both sides. It's clear that many of you actually haven't seen the film. The trailer was meant to incite a reaction, clearly by touching on topics like trans folk and First Nations peoples. But it ultimately doesn't reflect the message of the film. Look, we know they wanted to piss people off. And let's be honest, the marketing worked. 2 things I think we can all agree on, however, is that Princess Stacy is the most beautiful woman in the world.
Oh my god, that's so cringe.
And the most offensive thing about this film is that they're claiming that Holly Valance is a singer. Regardless of your political leanings, it's definitely worth the watch. I really believe there's something to be learned for everyone, whether it be new ideas, challenging ideas, reflection, or a combination of all.